What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we got something new for you, a new segment, and this is called Just a Theory, where we propose crazy theories about the TV shows that we're watching. And in today's, we're going to be talking about Michonne transitioning over to The Walking Dead. Now, this will contain spoilers from The Walking Dead and from Fear the Walking Dead, so if you are not up to date yet, you might not want to watch this. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm Mr. Hanson, and this is Spoiler Alert. To break this down, first we got to start with the why. Why bring Michonne over when we already love her where she is? To understand this, we need to take a look at the state of Fear the Walking Dead. Season 1 was a short 6-episode introductory to the show and to our main players. It was alright. Season 2 and 3 were both epic full 16 episodes that were all that we loved about this world. But something happened in Season 4 and 5. While I myself did enjoy the main storyline of the group trying to help other people, and it did set up for some epic adventures, but the season seemed bogged down by full-length episodes that were just very uneventful and often didn't feel relevant to what was going on. We also lost Madison, the driving force for most of the awesomeness in Season 2 and 3, and we lost her in a stupid way. Her death should have been epic. It was deserved for what she gave to the show, but no. We get some flashback scenes of her being trapped, and that's it. We never saw her die, so we can't even say for sure that she is dead. I've been waiting for her return at every moment, and it just hasn't come. Instead, we got the arrival of Morgan, and he just completely assumes the position of the main star on the show. Nick is killed off, and although I do think he got the death he deserved because it was a great scene, I personally would have liked to seen him stick around a little longer. He brought that edginess to the show that Madison also brought. Alicia becomes nothing more than a background character. Think about it. In Season 5, she was completely irrelevant. She was just in the background, painting trees and participating in side stories, and played no role in the main events of what was happening. Which sucks, because she was awesome. We get some more co-stars, and I do like them all. John and June are awesome. Charlie is growing on me. Al is pretty cool. And of course, Lucinda, Strand, and Daniel have always been fan favorites, but they are not main character people. They are great at what they do. Morgan did well in his role as the main star, and I don't fault him for the lackluster seasons, but now he's dead too. Well, at least that's what it really looks like. He got shot and his blood soaked his whole shirt, and walkers were inches away when the season ended. I mean, he's got to be dead, right? If they pull him out of this, then I guess anything is possible, and maybe Glenn and Abraham will also show up to the party. Anyways, now the show has no main star, and all the other characters have been divided up, but somehow this show got renewed for another season. So how do they breathe life back into this? Like they did when The Walking Dead got pretty bad when Rick left? Maybe even before that? But it bounced back. The Walking Dead had a lot of characters that we were emotionally attached to. So it made it easy for someone to step up and fill that role when Rick left. It took a little bit, but they got there, and it is great again. You take a fan favorite like Michonne and bring her over to Fear the Walking Dead. I mean, look at that group. That's a good group right there. I wouldn't mess with them. Next, let's look at some things that could lead us to believe that this is what is happening. The showrunners have not been shy about blasting all over Twitter that Michonne's days on The Walking Dead are over. They told everyone when her last episode would be and did all their farewells before even showing the episode. But when the final episode came, they didn't kill her off. And why not? That could have been an epic and emotional episode, a death that would have been bigger than anyone else's on the show ever, a missed opportunity, or a strategic plan. Instead of killing Michonne off, they have her set out on a mission to find Rick, and she comes across some wounded travelers. These travelers would go on to point out their group, and Michonne sees a large group of thousands of people all walking in a formation. If Michonne kept walking and did not come across the travelers, she would have still ran right into them. But I believe they introduced these people for a reason, possibly to give us a bit of an Easter egg here. The clothes that they are wearing, Western cowboy themed attire, is interesting because that also seems to be the dress code for Virginia and her group, the Pioneers. The Pioneers were introduced to us in Fear the Walking Dead Season 5, a very large and established group, but were they really just introduced to us? When we take a look back at The Walking Dead Season 6, when the group meets a woman named Georgie, She talks about having a large settlement full of all kinds of people. She makes a trade with Maggie, some records for a book teaching how to restart the world. The funny thing is, this book was called A Key to the Future. What makes this interesting is that Virginia and the pioneers use a key to symbolize their cause. I do not think this is a coincidence, and more so showing us that the pioneers have a very extended reach, and what we saw was two different faction leaders of the same organization. It's kind of strange that Georgie is kind of like Georgia, and she leads one group, and Virginia is named just like the state, almost as if these leaders are identified as from where they come from. Could this be some sort of pioneer tradition, maybe? So, if the two ladies are from the same organization, does that also open the possibility that Maggie too will be joining Fear the Walking Dead at some point? I think it is also important to mention that this group, the Pioneers, it's not the same group that took Rick. Well, least at this point, we have no reason to suspect that they are connected. Rick is with a group called the CRM. They are symbolized by the three rings. We have seen this group in The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, and we also know that they play a significant role in the upcoming The Walking Dead World Beyond. Virginia was directly asked about the CRM, and she said she had never heard of them, but was extremely interested in hearing about them. The CRM is also far more advanced than the Pioneers. They have choppers, weapons designed specifically for fighting walkers, they wear bite-resistant clothing to protect themselves from the walkers, and seem to have eyes everywhere. Although, it is possible that these tubes will be connected in some way. Maybe the Pioneers are the minor leagues and the CRM is the majors, and you have to earn your spot. At this point, I don't know. We do know that the Pioneers and Michonne have a common goal, and that is to find out more about the CRM. I, for one, think it would be great if Michonne steps in, helps unite our friends from Fear the Walking Dead, and takes the Pioneers down from the inside while using them to help her find Rick. Also, another crazy thing that I was also thinking about is we know that the finale for The Walking Dead season 10 has been pushed back. They say it's because it's not finished yet, but that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Generally, the seasons are finished before they air them. At least that's how I would think. I would think that that's how it would work. But it was due to air the same day that Walking Dead World Beyond came out. So maybe there's some kind of connection, and because The Walking Dead World Beyond got pushed back, they wanted to push back that final episode. So we're only going to get till, episode 15, and then 16 is going to end up coming later. And Fear the Walking Dead filming has also been pushed back. So it seems like when one of them got pushed back, they all got pushed back. So why? Maybe I'm not on about what's happening here. It is just a theory. I'm not saying that I think that this is what's going to happen. I'm just trying to pitch an idea to you guys and kind of see where you're at on this. So, let me know. Let me know if you think that the postponing the filmings and the postponing the airing, if you think that there's something there, because they're going to try to connect everything at some point, and then the movies are coming into play somewhere too. I don't know where those are coming in at or what that's going to be about, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But that is going to do it for this one. And before any of you get upset with me about pitching this theory, it's just for fun, okay? I understand that you'll probably be able to poke a lot of holes in this, but hey, try to remember, it's just a theory. So till next time, peace.